some Radiohead too. So, you ever been fucked by a knife?
Radio host Erica Bain and her fiancé, Dr. David Kermani, were walking their dog in the park. They played fetch, and the dog chased the ball when it rolled into a tunnel. While the couple kept talking, they didn't realize the dog had disappeared. A few moments later, they started searching and calling out for it. Soon they heard barking in the distance. When they finally saw their dog again, a man stepped out of the shadows with two others, and one of them was holding a camera. David told the men to give back the dog, but one of them mocked him and hit Erica. When David tried to protect her, they attacked him, beat him badly, and tried to rob him. Erica was slammed against a concrete wall, leaving her with life-threatening injuries. She was rushed to the hospital and fell into a coma. At the same time, Detectives Mercer and Vitale were in the hospital morgue, looking into what they thought was a suicide case. Afterward, they went upstairs to question the victim's injured child. As Mercer led the girl into an office, her stepfather, Mr. Morrow, suddenly stormed in, demanding to take her home. Mercer refused Mr. Morrow's request and told him to get a lawyer, since he suspected Morrow was involved in his wife's death and saw the stepdaughter as an important witness. Weeks later, Erica woke up from her coma and slowly began to recover. During a visit, David's mother told her that his funeral had already been held. The news devastated Erica, and she longed to see him again. Later, when the police questioned her, the trauma from the attack was too much, and she could only remember very little. After leaving the hospital, Erica went back to her apartment and kept the door locked at all times. She was filled with fear and stayed inside for days, too afraid to go out. Eventually, she gathered enough courage to leave, went downstairs, and visited the police station to ask about her case. An officer told her it would take time and asked her to wait. As the minutes passed, she realized he was giving the same careless answer to everyone. Frustrated and wanting to feel safe, Erica left and went to a local gun shop, determined to buy a firearm right away. Erica quickly found out she couldn't buy a gun legally without a permit and would have to wait 30 days. Seeing how desperate she was, a man in the store offered to sell her one for $1,000. He led her through a market into a back alley where he gave her a K9 pistol, showed her briefly how to use it, added some bullets, and completed the sale. That night, Erica stopped at a corner store to buy some snacks. Suddenly, a man burst in, yelled at the clerk for not watching his child, then pulled out a gun and shot her dead. Erica hid in the aisle, trying not to be seen, when her phone suddenly rang and gave away her spot. The gunman started looking for witnesses, and as he walked past her, she pulled out her pistol and fired 3 times. One bullet hit his neck, leaving him badly wounded. Shaken but determined, she ran to the counter, grabbed the security tape, and fled home, heading straight to the bathroom. Moments later, Detectives Mercer and Vitale arrived to investigate. They noticed the tape was missing, no money had been taken, and only one of the 3 shots had hit the target, leading them to believe the shooter was probably an inexperienced man. That night, Erica practiced her script for the radio show, but her words no longer matched how she really felt about New York after the attack. The next day, she went back to work, even though her boss thought it was too soon. For Erica, being on the air was the only way to feel a sense of purpose again. Hesitant but supportive, her boss handed her the microphone. As she started to speak, she froze, her mind weighed down by the dark memories of what had happened. Erica chose to speak from the heart, admitting that New York had become a city she now feared, something she had never felt before. Her honest words caught the attention of Mercer, who was driving at the time, as well as everyone listening in the studio. That evening, she visited David's grave and stayed there until nightfall. On her train ride home to record, she saw 2 thugs harassing a man with headphones and stealing his iPod. When an elderly passenger tried to help, they attacked him too and forced both men off the train. Seeing Erica still seated, the thugs turned on her, mocking her. When one of them pulled out a knife, she stayed calm, drew her gun, and shot them both. Both men were dead, with all 4 of Erica's shots hitting their mark. She stepped off the train calmly, even realizing she hadn't needed to kill them. As police rushed past her on the street, she was surprised at how composed she felt. She slipped into a bar's restroom, took off her hoodie, and vomited. Meanwhile, Mercer and Vitale arrived at the scene, where they found a stolen iPod but no missing money. After cleaning up, Erica went back outside but felt a strong urge to return to the crime scene. At the same time, Mercer noticed clear similarities between the 2 recent attacks and believed the vigilante was becoming more confident. Outside, reporters crowded the area. Mercer spotted Erica leaving, followed her, and told her he finally remembered where he had seen her before. Erica introduced herself to Mercer, told him she worked at a radio station, and said she wanted to interview him. Mercer didn't respond and walked away. Soon after, news reports appeared about a self-appointed cop roaming the streets. Mercer gave the recovered iPod to Vitale for testing, hoping it would reveal the owner and help them track down the vigilante. Meanwhile, at the station, Erica's boss told her that her latest broadcast had attracted a huge audience and encouraged her to keep going. As Erica came down the stairs, she saw Detective Mercer waiting outside. She tried to turn away, but he called her back. Mercer said he had seen her at the hospital the day after the attack and mentioned that both he and his ex-wife had long been fans of her show. He told her it was good to hear her voice on the air again. Mercer explained that he had reviewed her case and promised to catch the attacker. He also agreed to her earlier request for an interview. They sat down to talk, and Erica asked what he usually looked for at crime scenes and what he thought about the recent subway case. When Mercer noticed Mr. Murrow nearby, Erica quietly told him off the record that Murrow was a corrupt businessman and gangster, suspected of killing his wife to gain custody of his stepdaughter, the only witness. Mercer said there was nothing legal he could do, but off the record, he admitted that what had happened couldn't be changed. Their conversation ended with Erica asking how he had felt the first time he shot someone. Before leaving, Mercer gave her his business card and told her to call him any time after hours. One night, as Erica was walking home, a man in a parked car called out to her. When she went closer, she saw an unconscious girl lying in the back seat. As she stepped nearer, she learned the girl's name was Chloe. The man tried to take advantage of the situation, but Erica pulled out her gun and made him give all his cash to Chloe before helping the girl out of the car. As they walked away, he tried to run them over, but Erica fired at him, causing the car to swerve out of control. In the chaos, the car hit Chloe and ran her over. Horrified, Erica called the police and stayed back as they arrived and took Chloe away. She then went home, where she found her neighbor waiting. Erica's neighbor, who was sitting outside, noticed the blood on her cheek, but only reminded her to always know right from wrong. At the same time, Mercer held a press conference that Erica attended, where he announced that the key witness had woken up and would soon be questioned. The next morning at work, Erica's boss told her they would open the phone lines so call-ins could call in. Erica didn't think her show was meant for call-ins, but her boss insisted. During the broadcast, she started taking calls. Most callers strongly supported the vigilante, and a few even pretended to be the vigilante themselves. Feeling crushed by guilt, Erica went to the police station to turn herself in. But at the last moment, she lost her courage. Instead, she called Mercer, only to realize too late that she had been tricked into going to Mr. Murrow's building. She told Mercer that Murrow had once been kind to her, then got into the elevator with Morrow, who didn't notice her. When Morrow left the building and headed to his car, Erica followed him. She confronted him and asked if he ever thought about the wife he had killed. Morrow attacked her with a crowbar and injured her, but she fought back hard and finally threw him off the rooftop. When Erica came home bleeding, her neighbor quickly helped her inside. While Mercer kept investigating the case, still haunted by the sound of an elevator, he had heard Erica was cared for by her neighbor and quietly admitted that she had killed someone. Thinking she must have had a good reason, the neighbor didn't ask any questions and simply cleaned her wounds. Meanwhile, Detective Mercer, growing more suspicious of her, invited Erica to the hospital where he was about to speak with Chloe. Erica walked into the hospital room nervously, and Chloe recognized her immediately. When Mercer asked Chloe about the night of the attack, she said she hadn't seen anyone. After they left the room, Mercer asked Erica why she had called him the night before and where she had been, but she only answered that she had gone to bed. The detectives tracked down the owner of the iPod, but the boy said he hadn't noticed anything unusual, just an old man and a woman on the train. When they tried to make a suspect sketch, it ended up looking like a celebrity, which Mercer noted often happened. While Erica was at home, Mercer visited her and showed her a ring, explaining that a suspect's girlfriend had been caught trying to pawn it. He asked Erica to identify the suspect in a lineup. At first, she refused, but eventually she agreed. At the station, Erica immediately recognized the man who had attacked her, but she denied knowing him and quickly walked out. Mercer caught up with her at the elevator, and later they went out to eat. During the meal, he told her about Morrow, the attack on him, and their newest lead, a female suspect. Mercer hinted that Erica was now a suspect and warned her that, if necessary, he would arrest her despite their connection. After a tense silence, Erica walked away, driven by her growing desire for revenge. She began visiting local pawn shops, looking for the woman who had tried to pawn her ring. At the same time, Mercer asked a friend to trace Erica's phone from the night Morrow died, and the results confirmed she had been at Morrow's building. Erica found the pawn shop and bribed the owner to tell her where the woman was. She tracked the woman down, called her cell phone to confirm it was her, and then followed her to her apartment to confront her about the ring. When Erica demanded to know where the boyfriend was, the woman refused. She admitted she had seen what happened to Erica and didn't want to suffer the same fate. Frustrated, Erica left. But later, the woman sent her a message apologizing, giving her the address, and even sharing a video of the attack, which devastated Erica. Overwhelmed with grief, Erica broke down in tears and sent Mercer a farewell message along with the video. Understanding what she planned to do, Mercer rushed out to stop her. Meanwhile, Erica reached the building, slipped inside, and saw several men in an alley with her dog. Gathering her courage, she pulled out her gun and headed toward the gate, where one man was holding the dog. As soon as he saw her, she shot him dead, causing the others to scatter in panic. Erica waited quietly, letting one of the criminals run past her before shooting him in the back, killing him instantly. She continued searching for the last suspect but was ambushed by the man who had murdered David. He overpowered her and began choking her until Mercer arrived and pulled him off. Erica grabbed a gun, determined to finish him, but Mercer gently took it from her. Then, unexpectedly, he gave her his own gun and told her to walk away. Instead, Erica fired, killing the man. Although she was ready to surrender, Mercer refused to arrest her. He told her to shoot him in the arm so he could protect her. She did, and after a final goodbye, she fled. Mercer returned her gun, let her dog go, called for backup, and was taken away in an ambulance.